minigun, and of course them steroid freak South Leaguers, they come running right at me. I back that fucking car up and watch them just walk through my lasers. And by the time they could get to me, every one of them was dead. Now, had they looked down and seen the laser, they probably wouldn't have done that. But then, as we all know, the South Leaguers aren't exactly valedictorian Mensa members.
You're right about that.
Truthfully, I wish I could lay about 10 of them on the way home, and then everyone behind me would get flipped up, because I don't like driving in traffic.
We got company. Head for Mr. Green Jeans. We could drop off the briefcase there.
Interesting red line there. I don't know what that is. Boom! That lit up like crazy.
We better hurry. If we don't get to Mr. Green Jeans in time, our contact's gonna be killed.
Elementary shit.
Dad, get to the 4-star hotel.
Skip class, you know, go to the Water Snatch Burgers for lunch. We didn't have all-campus lunch then. So what would happen is after the first bell, for homeroom class, they would set up laser mines there at the exits and entrances and whatnot.
That's smart. That really is smart, though.
It was smart until I got a little smarter myself. You know, I found the exit.
Damn, you got it that time.
Yeah, we used to just pay the Chinese kids to rewire the thing so we could sneak out, you know?
Really?
All right, so we spent a good time talking about the laser mine here. Now I want to jump in head first about this mag mine.
That's a good one.
You drop it down, car drives over, it attaches itself. This little thing weapon is very smart. It attaches itself to a car
Like a robot.
Then as that car drives away, it explodes a short time later. I think that this is awesome. You know, it's like killing without the guilt, because you didn't see the guy die. Technically, you probably didn't kill him.
The mag mine does the work for you.
Yeah, it's a sticky bomb that blows up later on. That's the little rhyme I just came up with.
Hey!
Mag mines are very unassuming, you know? You don't have them sitting there right out on the front porch waving at everybody as they drive by. They sit underneath the car, you drop them and leave.
And they're not overtly huge either.
No, they're not. You know what? Because they don't have to be. The mag mine is a stealth weapon. A lot of times people drive around and they don't even know they got one on until they hear boom. Then they know. Then they're like, oh shit. They get about all out before they're dead. And that's why I'm in love with the mag mine. Okay? Simple as that.
Okay, everybody. Here we go. Frank and I are gonna discuss concussion mines.
I love this. I think it's so cool because what happens is this mine explodes with a shockwave that launches the vehicle into the air, okay? The explosion will also throw any pedestrians caught within a blast radius of the mine right up against the wall. I mean, it's going to take care of these guys. And you know, the good thing about it is this mine can be seen on the road and is triggered when a vehicle drives over it. So if you're being pursued, drop a few of these, because if they hit them, they're going up in the air and everyone's dead, okay? Now they're gonna either have to slalom these or they're gonna have to go over them, and their only third choice is to stop pursuing you. So you they're the decision maker. Now they have to decide, do I wanna die? Do I wanna get all kind of crazy driving, slalom these things like some skier guy would? Or do I just stop and rethink my approach?
Multiple choice.
I also like to refer to the concussion mine as the trampoline mine. Because, oh man, remember those parks that they had back in the day? They all closed now. But they used to, Trampoline World, I think it was called. Yeah. And the kids would just go in there and you jump up and down on a trampoline.
Oh, yeah, the jumpy castle.
Yeah, jumpy castles, right? We used to go in there and jump all day until we got sick and we puked everywhere, and then we, recover and then go back and do it all next day, right? The same thing. This thing will throw you up in the air. Now, I'm not saying, hey, put one of these concussion mines down in the street. No, I didn't say that, okay? So don't shut this station down, okay? But that's kind of, in theory, what this does. When you're in the air as a kid on a trampoline, you can't move left to right to front to back, okay? You can't do that. Now, you take a vehicle and you throw it up in the air, it can't even accelerate, it can't brake. If they're launching a weapon, there's a real good chance that they're not going to be able to target you correctly when they're in the air.
Hell no.
Because it's not an airplane, it's an automobile, okay? This is awesome. Concussion mine, a.k.a. the trampoline mine. I tell you, I love this.
You know what I like to do, Frank, in my spare time? You know, I'm a little bored. Want to spice things up a bit. You know the docks over by, over in Ballistic Canyon? Yeah. They got a lot of ragamuffins roaming around there, whatnot.
Unsavory characters, I call them.
Exactly. Menaces to society. What I like to do is I like to lay a concussion mine in the middle of those guys. Watch them shoot off into the water over there. I'm telling you, it's better than a movie.
I think that's a great idea. We may have to do that on the lunch break today. You know what I like to do with the concussion mines is I'll set them out right in the middle of a major.
So, what's up?
I'm sorry, what's up? A gun barrel up my ass. That's what's up! We should listen to this fucking guy, as if nothing were wrong. Uncle Woody's a wee bit pissed, my friend.
Whoa, settle down, girls. Pissed about what?
You know what he's pissed about, you fucking rat. I don't trust you with the package. I'll deliver it myself.
Package? What the fuck are you talking about, package?
You got it all mixed up. He's got a good rep.
Oh, tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll kill the fucking both of you! Now, Uncle Woody knows about the deal you and Chino had with the Gauchos, mate. So he decided to go ahead and deliver the fucking package himself.
Chino. Fuck, he worked for you.
Hold on, wait a second. You never said anything about killing him.
Yeah, well, there's a time to talk and there's a time to shoot, isn't there? Look, someone's got to make that fucking delivery, and it's sure as shit not gonna be him.
Oh, that was productive. Fucking retards. Thank you very much.
Lay it down there, and then the first car to
Shit, the
hit it,
whole
that's
damn
the
place
enemy
is
right
after
there.
us.
You
Let's
go,
get
my
the hell
concussion
outta
mine, where
here.
You get off. So I've already got one hit in on this guy, innocent or not. He's dying, right? So he hits my mine, boom. When he's up in the air, and he can't peel out or turn around or hit his brakes. I light him up, and that's
Looks like
that.
we got company.
He goes in
Head
the
for
air,
Mr.
comes
Green
down,
Jeans.
car.
We can drop off the briefcase there. Damn, he got it that
Well, that pretty
time.
much does it on the mines. I hope everyone learned something.
I did.
I'll tell you this. For a guy who thought he knew everything, I learned quite a
Better
bit.
hurry.
today
If we don't get to Mr. Green Jeans in time, our contact's gonna be killed.
Laser mines, mag mines, concussion mines,
And the debt mine.
exactly, the debt mines, they're awesome, they're great. So remember that, and don't be afraid to call us anytime you want, 96.2 Gear Talk Radio, that does it for the mines. Exciting.
Drop this line at PO Box 58574918, Paradise City, zip code 3.
Don't be afraid to call us at 555-4327 or the letter G-E-A-I. Forget. All right, we got some exciting things going on today. I'm going to take the next caller that calls in right now. Caller, you're on the air. You have a comment or a question?
Hey guys, yeah, I was just calling in to say I love the show, and I got me a tornado over here and a flat cannon on the front, and I'm just driving around and blowing some shit up.
Hey, you know, that's what I'm saying. Take the day off, blow some people up. You know what? Now, if it makes you happy, then more power to you, sir. I don't think that we should judge you. I think, to be honest, if I wasn't cooped up in the studio right now, there's a good chance that I'd be tanked, driving around in my Blade, and, you know, barbecuing a few people with my...
Happiness is a numbers game. The more people you kill, the more your numbers go up, and the happier you are.
Yeah, see, I agree with that, you know. I really do. Vinny, you know, any comment here?
I'm a little confused.
About, you know, what's confusing about, you know, enjoying... Fusing about, you know, enjoying, you know, fusing about, you know, enjoying, you know, your day off by blowing a lot of people up and, you know, just having fun, you know, being reflective, if you will.
Well, you know, I mean, I think we lost a little bit of the fantasy.
Yeah, I could kind of see where you're coming with that because, you know, it used to be that, well, just for instance, when I was a kid, I used to sit on top of the roof of my house because my dad wouldn't let me sleep inside. And so I had a lot of time to think. And I'd think to myself, you know, one day I'm going to grow up to be this great guy who's going to have this really kick-ass car and a radio show, and I'm going to blow up people.
Sure.
That's my hobby. A lot of people would say, you know, that's my job. Nah, I don't want to do that. That's my hobby because I enjoy that.
Right.
And now here I am. And I'm not afraid to say this, that I enjoy blowing people up. You know, people piss me off. You know, I hit them. I hit them with whatever I got. I like to hit them with the scatter gun because that really freaks people out because it's so loud. Boom! And they, oh God, then they're dead. Then they don't know. I enjoy that. Am I a criminal? No, I don't think I am.
I don't think you are either.
I understand the fantasy thing, though, because that is kind of, you know, brought it down to our level now. It's not this unreachable goal. Like,
Right.
when I was a kid, I wanted to be a Merlin. You know, I wanted to be, you know, a guy who could cast spells and do all that kind of Aya Newt shit. But that's not realistic. I can't become one of these guys because, you know, open the paper. No one's hiring for Merlins.
It's a dying breed.
It really is. And, you know, to be honest, you'd have to work a lot to be a Merlin. I mean, you'd be in the, you know, casting spells and whatnot constantly. it's like full-time work, you know, for part-time pay, and I'm not gonna do that. So I got this radio gig. But what I'm saying here is, I think, sir, don't judge yourself. I don't want you to feel guilty. I don't want you to sit at home saying, yeah, am I doing the right thing? Save the trees. It's not about that. You need to know that you are doing a service, because a lot of these punks that you're wasting on the street are assholes to begin with, right? Am I right?
Hell yeah, you're right. Matter of fact, here comes some assholes right now. Hey, I gotta go. Gotta waste these motherfuckers.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for the call. Hey, again, another great call right there.
Great stuff.
A man who's not afraid to drive around listening to the best radio station, number 37, I might add.
96.2, Gear Talk.
555-4327. As some of you listeners may know, last night, my wife decided to leave me.
No, Frank.
Yeah, you know, she...
Sorry to hear about that.
I wasn't too sorry, you know.
No?
Yeah, about halfway through, I'm divorced. I was like, okay, go bye. See you later. Go ahead there.
That simple.
I already had his shit packed, honestly. I was kind of hoping.
Really?
That's the only reason
You
why...
saw it coming?
Yeah, that's the only reason why I crapped on a mom-in-law, you know.
Ah, Frank, I'm really sorry about that.
Yeah, you know, it's not your fault. You know, it's not really my fault either. It's hers.
What happened? I'm curious.
Well, all right, we're sitting there, and we're watching, you know, the kids play outside, and, you know, then there's some old people, and I said, hey, let's walk over there and stab one of them. And she gets all in my face, hey, that's wrong, and whatnot. And so I say, all right, what do you want to do? And she wants to go inside and make love.
Uh-oh.
Well, I'm not the biggest fan of this woman. I love her, but I'm not a fan. So I go inside, and we cook up some stuff, and we get into bed, and she says, say something sexy. And I said, all right, I think you're stupid. And she says, that's all you got? And I says, and I think you suck. And sometimes in the morning, your breath stinks. And so I'm talking dirty. Things are getting real hot now, and I'm laying it on thick. And I says, I like how your toes are hairy. And she got mad. She asked me to talk dirty. Yeah, but that's the thing. Is it my fault?
But she asked you.
Yeah, and the thing that did it is like, all right, we're making love, and we're there, and she says, well, say something nice, you know, about me. And I said, all right.
Why doesn't she make up her mind?
I don't know. She's confusing the hell out of me.
Right.
So I'm thinking about, you know, she says, say I look pretty, you know, I've lost weight. And I says, okay. So I'm thinking, I'm racking my brain. And I says, oh, it looks like you got a grizzly bear in a leg lock. And she slapped me for that.
What?
For a moment, I almost shot it with my sniper, because I honestly thought a grizzly bear had snuck up into our sleeping bag and crawled up between the legs, because it was hairy. I think we still have troops in there. There's like a POW camp in there. I wanted to go in there and, you know, save some people, but I didn't want to go in there and get lost.
Yeah, because sometimes people don't come back.
Yeah, you know, it's not too bad, because now I'm a single guy. I got a good car. I got a good job. Radio hoes call me all the time, looking for free stuff. You know, yeah, of course she's gonna call me probably tomorrow, wanting to get back together and stuff like that. You know, you go home, you get to do what you want when you want to. Me, on the other hand, I'd walk in and she'd be sitting there sweating. And I'd say, you get off that couch, you fat piece of shit. And then she would just yell at me for no reason at all.
She'd yell at you?
For no reason. I walked in, I didn't want to argue, very peacefully said, stop sweating on my couch, and all of a sudden she attacks me. I don't understand women sometimes.
Like you were the one sweating.
You always have to blame the woman because it's her fault. That's how I look at it. You know, guys are into cars and guns and beer and scratching, you know, stuff like that. The classics, you know, more of a cerebral thing, if you will.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one, Frank.
Women, on the other hand, are into yelling at you, complaining, scratching. They like to scratch as well, and telling you what you can do and when you can do it, and telling you when your friends can come over and when they can't. They're like the vagina police.
Vagina police?
Yeah, vagina police. And, you know, I'm a SWAT team, suburban white alcoholic trash, and she's got a problem with that. So, you know, I think it's like water and oil, you know, so I had to go. So now, single man, I gotta look for a new place, you know. I was thinking, you know, maybe get a place over in Blister Canyon or something, you know, something nice. Something that says, Frank lives here.
And is single. Give us a call, 555...
Caller, you're on the air. Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, my name is Delicious.
Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, my name is Delicious. I was wondering if you could give me some advice. I have to travel in the lava falls quite often. I'm having problems when I come back to my vehicle after I've done all my errands. These damn gauchos keep stealing my expensive Sparkle Boy rims off my new piñata.
Oh, no.
And well, it's very irritating, and I'd like to know if there's any way to deter this, to prevent it from happening. I don't know. Just whatever advice you have, I'd appreciate it. Love your show, thanks.
All right, Liza. What I would do is I would get yourself some locking lugs. A lot of people use these, and they only use one lug per tire. But what I always advise you is you buy 4 different sets. For each tire have a different key, right?
Smart.
That way the gauchos, they can't come up there. Unless they have 4 keys, they cannot get all 4 of your tires, okay? And tires are one of the biggest investments you can make for your cars. But watch out for them tricky gauchos, because a lot of them can suck the bolts right off your tires. So, you know, I used to race professionally for like 2 years, and I used to have a gaucho pit crew. Let me tell you what, those little guys, they are quick and fast.
How did that work?
That didn't work much. They sat around tanning all day and rubbing each other with jellies. You know, I'd be down a few laps, whatnot. You know, you can win or lose a race by pit crew. I'd pull up and I'd say, I need 4 tires, guys, quick, and check the spoiler down. And so they go to work, they start taking the tires off. One of the guys puts his big arm in there, and he puts a purple Jesus air freshener on my dash in the front there. And I'm like, okay, how's that gonna make me win the race, guys? Let's get the tires on. I look over, they're running across the field with my tires. And I'm thinking, hey, guys, I need them on the car. I can't win this race with rims. You know, and so I had a pit meeting that night. I said, guys, come on. The gauchos, you know, I'm going out on a limb here hiring you guys, you know, and you're stealing my tires every race. Every 8 laps, I lose 4 tires, okay? I'm losing money here. Even if I won every race, I still couldn't afford the tires that you guys are using to build rafts to float back to the homeland, okay? I don't understand that, you know, let's be professional, guys. Work your way up. You know, they don't race riding lawnmowers here. This is professional racing, guys, you know? Let's put the tires on a car, get me going, okay? Don't be, when I pull up into the pit, don't be sitting there tanning it up and drinking. You know, turn the margarita machine off. I tell you what, if the margarita machine needed tires, that thing would be running good. They put a spoiler on that bitch, and one of the gauchos was up on the front screaming like a goddamn siren.
You know, looking at him, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, but, so that would be my advice. My advice, locking lugs, or find a new parking spot. You know, get a garage, get a car alarm. Hey, there's one right there. You could hot wire straight off the battery with wire. You jink it up against the back of the lug nut right there, right? And so when someone were to touch your tires, they're gonna get 12 volts straight up the booty. You understand what I'm saying? And
oh, that's brilliant.
hey, people do it all the time now. You're gonna have problems when you blow a tire. You're gonna get a nice little juice on you before you can fix it. But hey, just take it down to Earth, Wind, and Tires. Those guys, they won't know. Half of them are drunk anyway. All right, next caller, 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. You're on the air.
Hello. My name's Mac.
How you doing, Mac?
I'm doing good.
All right, hey, are you drinking?
No, I'm not old enough to drink.
Mac, how old are you?
I'm full.
Mac, you're 4 years old, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And you can use the phone?
Uh-huh, all by myself.
Wow, got a little Einstein over here. All right, Mac, you have a question?
Right, yeah. I want to know how to put a flat cannon on my trike.
All right, I'm not really sure what a flat cannon is. You mean flat cannon?
White.
Oh, well, you want to put it on a trike. Let me ask you this. How much does this trike weigh?
I would guess probably about 175 million pounds.
All right, so I'm guessing about 4 pounds there. The only problem is by putting weapons on a trike is if you have, like, let's say you put a scattergun on it, right?
Right.
You know, crowd separator.
Uh-huh.
You launch that thing off, and you're going to find yourself 6 feet into the next building. It's going to launch you backwards, all right? There's problems with that. You're going to have to figure out how to get around that. Because
Gotta counterbalance the recoil.
Exactly, because you're going to find yourself with a tire right up your doo-doo.
Oh, that's not fun.
No, it's not. Mac, what got you interested in weapons?
Well, my parents, they have weapons all over their house. Sometimes I pick them up and play with them. They leave me alone.
Yeah, that sounds like fun there. You know, when I was a kid, interesting, we used to go up into my treehouse, and we'd make these Molotov cocktails, right? And then a postman would come by, and we'd drop them on him. And he got so mad, he'd be on fire, and he'd be screaming, hey, someone put me out! And my cousin Vinny, he'd pee on him.
Hello!
And so, yeah, needless to say, we didn't get any more post guys over the house, so we haven't got bills forever. So my dad was very happy about that.
We did make him drop all the subscriptions to the porn mags, though.
Yeah, we got those. We made sure we had to go down and pick those up.
Pay dirt!
You know, Mac, I gotta be honest with you. It's very exciting to see that the youth today, interested in weaponry.
Watch out.
All right, he's a crazy little guy.
Fantastic.
You know, we're hiring for interns down here, Mac. You know, you could come down and work for us.
Consider it done.
All right, listen, you come down. The address is P.O. Box 2357-4918, Paradise City, zip code 3.
I'm jumping on my twike right now. I'm on my way. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
All right, all right. Hey, that was an exciting call there.
You know what? It's reassuring
It is.
when you get a phone call like this one. You know, gives you faith in the future.
Yeah, you know, just when you thought, you know, that things are going downhill, you know, everybody's killing everybody.
Right.
Then you get a call like this, and it makes you kind of sit back and really go, you know, there is hope that one day it's not going to be so bad. Kids will rise up with their weapons and start controlling this beautiful land that we have. And Mac, I think Mac is very inspirational.
That's why we're 37th in the ratings.
That's right, people
Because,
like Mac.
Yeah, not only do we answer questions about vehicles and weaponry, we get a little deeper.
That's right. We help the youth. I like the, you know, and this may sound egocentrical, but we do help the youth. When you look at it from afar, a lot of people say, yeah, you guys are just constantly talking about, you know, blowing people up and hitting people with cars and stuff like that. But I think we go beyond that. You know, when someone like Matt calls up and has a question, we help. We reach out to the kid. You know, we almost give him a hug, if you could do that on radio, which you can't. But that's not my point. My point is that we help that kid, and one day that kid is gonna go into a bar and blow someone up, and I hope he thinks about us. Honestly, I'm getting a little emotional, but that's all right.
It's all right. Take a second. Control yourself. Listen, you're listening to 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. 555 Gear. Call us up. We're gonna take a break.
Want to go where all the action is? Then you want Hotters. Hotters, 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 home of the tiny, tiny shorts and big wings. That's right, wings. The best prairie dog wings in Loserville. Check out what some of our hot waitresses have to say.
Ooh, Hotters. Oh, I love it here. I don't wear any pants.
We serve prairie dog wings and watch lots of violent games on the sports channels. Come eat my wings. I mean, our wings.
She's new here, but she doesn't wear any pants either. And she's got big
Wings! That's right, we got the best wings in Loserville. Hotters, 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 home of the tiny, tiny shorts and big wings!
All right, 96.2 Gear Talk Radio, 555-4327, or the word gear. If you want to write us, P.O. Box 2357-4918, Paradise City, zip code 3. I'm excited about this next call, and I think you will be too, Vinny. Caller, you're on the air.
Yes, hello, Vinny? This is your mother.
Nah, don't. I told you, don't call me while I'm on the air.
Yeah, I'm calling because I haven't talked to you in so long.
Yeah, that's right, because I got a job. It's called radio.
Yeah, but you don't work that much. You could call your mom.
Frank, I am a very busy person, what with all the commercials.
He can't even call his mother anymore.
Mom, I call you.
You called me last month, Vinny, last month. I could have fell down. I could have been attacked by a bunch of Meshuggah gang members. I could have been attacked by my 12 cats, for God's sake. But you wouldn't know, because you never check up on me.
Yeah, I check on you. Plus, I figure Mrs. Dingleheimer next door would announce it to the whole fucking neighborhood if anything happened.
Why can't you be a good boy like Frank here, Vinny? He loves his mother.
You know, Vin, I go by my mom's house at least once a week, and I probably call it, you know, probably every day, to be honest. Why can't you?
You're full of shit.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I go by at least once a week and make sure I called, you know, because it's a crazy world out there.
I just want you to know that your room's always ready for you if you decide to come back home and take care of your poor mother.
You should feel guilty, and she's really good at doing that, too.
All right, Mommy, easy. I'm gonna let you go, all right? Me and Frank will swing by this afternoon and make sure everything's all right.
Thanks, Miss Dadamoch.
Okay, toodaloo. Bye-bye, boys.
Caller, you're on the air. How you doing?
Hi, is this Frank and Vinny from Gear Talk?
Yes, it is, ma'am. Do you have a question and/or a comment?
Yes. My son has been listening to your show, and he wants to put weapons on his tricycle. And I am very appalled at
How could you be appalled if you're a woman?
Excuse me, sir. This has nothing to do with what I'm calling about here.
You know, I think it's perfectly natural for little kids to want to put weapons on their trikes, you know, because, you know, think about it. You don't go out and buy new sneakers without getting new socks, you know, a whole new outfit, right?
Figures you would say some garbage like that. You belong in the trash can.
See, now, you need to calm down because you're coming off all huffy-puffy, you know, you're getting all hoity-toity there. You know, I don't think you know the reality of the situation. You know, there are people out there strapping weapons to their car and blowing everyone up here. You know what happens? You know what happens to people who don't have weapons on their car? They get blown up and killed all the time.
I just want you to know that I'm gonna start Mothers Against Car Weapons, and I'm gonna petition it and take it to council so that you guys can talk about this stuff on the radio. You'll never have a show again.
Well, you heard it here first. We're getting protested by MACWA. Call us up with your opinions. Hopefully they can't take us off the air. We will not be intimidated by MACWA.
Bring it on.
Bring it, yeah. Yeah, I noticed that she didn't say that it was the parents' fault, you know? She's the one there, standing there, saying, yeah, my kids are putting weapons on their car, as opposed to saying, hey, I don't let them do it. Not a word about restrictions or punishments.
Where's the guidance?
Exactly. What I would do, honestly, I'd say, listen, you kids can't have it on your car, and if they disobeyed me, I go in there with a white phosphorus grenade and light them up.
Always does the trick.
That's what I'm saying, you know, a little discipline, you know? You gotta spank your kids. Some people spank, some people light them up with a, you know, a point defense charger.
That works. I like to tell them dinner's on and then spray the floor with the oil discharger.
That's funny. I remember last Thanksgiving, I come over to your house and you're sitting there and you're giggling and your wife brings out the turkey and we're all sitting around and I'm really hungry by this time, you know, because I drove there and got shot at the whole way. I finally get to your house, your kids are running around like a bunch of monkeys, and I'm sitting there saying, hey, where's the stuffing? And you start giggling even harder. Boom! A light rocket goes off inside the turkey. I thought that was brilliant. And your kids were crying and they didn't understand why the turkey exploded and you just sat there giggling.
It was so hard to keep that a secret because I knew that was going off soon.
It's a good thing you quit drinking.
Yeah, well, you know, ever since that accident with the surface-to-air missile.
That's true. That's true. How'd those stitches end up?
Well, they got taken out early. I got a big scar.
Yeah, your eyebrows grew back, though. I always wanted to do a TV show where you take a 4-year-old baby, right?
Okay.
From every walk of life, you know, you got them all. You got a melting pot of baby, right?
Okay.
Take them and put them on a big mountain somewhere in the jungle.
Okay.
Leave them.
Leave them.
The last one standing gets $1 million.
That is a TV show I'd watch.
They're making tents out of diapers, you know, they you know, the ones that just play all day, well, they're not gonna last.
Survival of the fittest.
Yeah, you know, one of the guys, you know, he sits over there and he's the only one that's potty trained, so, you know, he doesn't have to sleep in his turd, you know, that attracts animals and whatnot.
Sure.
I would pay to see that. Toddler, you know, island or something like that.
One of them better learn how to make steroids quick.
That's true, because they don't have a chance, you know, they could get eaten by like a squirrel.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think they're a nut or something like that. Tuck them up in a tree, you never find the guy.
Watch out for the blue crabs.
Yeah, you know, I would do that, though. I would watch it. It'd be fun just to watch them cook. You know, because, you know, at that age, they're all about fire. You know, they'd light the fire, the food would be cooking, and then one of the kids would grab the matches and burn down the village. Just cuz. And then he'd deny he did it. He said, I didn't do it. And we got you on tape.
Busted.
You did it. That's some other survival kid. You know, that's not me.
Prove it.
You know, can you imagine being on an island with 8 kids?
No.
I wouldn't either.
I can't imagine being in a daycare with 8 kids.
Nope, not even one, to be honest.
No.
They always ask those stupid questions. You know, why is the sky blue?
Right.
You know, how come birds fly? You know, how come you drink so much? You know, why do you always yell at my mommy?
Mind your own business.
Exactly, kid. Go get a newspaper if you want it to be informative.
You want to live on an island?
Yeah. You could be on
Shut
the
up.
show. Exactly. I say move them. Like one time I made my kids sleep outside to teach them the value of $1. You know, because they said, Dad, the roof is leaking. Aren't you going to fix it? And I says, hey, I worked all day. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to go to sleep and then I'm going to call a repairman to come do it. And they said, oh, Dad, you can't fix it? And I said, nope. I'll tell you what. Now you're sleeping outside until the roof is fixed.
You fixed that problem, didn't you?
Exactly. He was 6 years old, and he says, I don't know anything about roofing. I says, well, you know what? You can't come in until you learn. Needless to say, about 18 months of sleeping out in the front yard really rubbed off on this kid. I got a new roof out of it, which I didn't have to pay for. Now he doesn't say a word to me. He doesn't speak. If the toilet could explode on his face and he wouldn't come say nothing to me, he'd say, oh, it just doesn't flush right. Something like that, because he knows you're sleeping outside.
But I bet he can sling a hammer now, can't he?
Exactly. You know, you learn a trade.
He knows how to drive a nail.
To teach him to drive, I locked him in the garage for a month. And I locked him and I said, you have to learn how to start this car and drive through the garage door to live. And I'll be damned if a month later he didn't know how to drive that car.
He figured it out, huh?
Sure
Carbon
did.
monoxide didn't affect him that quickly, huh?
Not really. He just slammed right through the garage door, and then, of course, well, now he broke my garage door. Another month outside.
Now he gets to repair that.
Exactly.
But when he gets 10 years old, he'll know how to do that, won't he?
Exactly. By then, I hope him to be a foreman on a construction site, something good like that.
At least.
Build his own house, move out, have some ugly kids.
He'll be on that path.
Exactly, like his old man.
All right, 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. Frank and Vinny in the studio discussing weapons, giving you everything you need to know about every weapon possible.
That's right. It's been a great day, guys. I mean, it really is very informative on the calls. And kudos to Vin over here for knowing a shitload about weapons, huh?
Thank you very much. Frank, you no slouch yourself.
Yeah, well, thanks, You got another weapon here I see that you got on your list.
The flamethrower.
I really believe that it's a versatile weapon. Anyone can use it. Our little nickname here in the studio, we like to call it the dashboard hibachi. Okay, let's say this, that you're driving down the street and all of a sudden this truck cuts you off, right?
It'd be the last thing he did.
Now, you don't want to launch a weapon off that's going to wake everyone up or get the law dog attention. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what doesn't make noise? Flamethrowers. They don't make any noise. You hear a... That's about it. Somebody thinks, hey, is someone barbecuing? Yeah, that guy right there is.
And he's almost done. Hey, can I get some potato salad with that?
If by some reason the flamethrower genie came down and said, here's a flamethrower for free, I would not kick this weapon out of bed.
Definitely not.
The good thing, too, is, pedestrians, okay? You really don't want to waste a bullet on a pedestrian. That can get expensive, right?
Right.
The flamethrower, fire is free, my friends. Fire is free. And you know what I like? I like the smell. I gotta be honest, I like the smell of the flamethrower.
There's just something about it.
It makes you dizzy.
Dizzy with love.
Yeah, one of my favorite things to do is I'm not a real nightlife, go to the clubs kind of person. I don't play board games. I don't like to really, do a lot.
I know you don't, Frank.
But one thing that me and my wife enjoy doing is, on a cold night or even a hot night, it really doesn't matter the temperature, we kind of bond together we get in my old car. We light that flamethrower up and we drive around and we cook people. Well, we have a tremendous giggle about this because that's how we met. I accidentally cooked her dad and she was like, well, I need a ride home. And then I banged on the way home and next thing you know, married.
What a bonding experience.
Well, it's love, but what we do is she tends to she likes to cook bald men. She will be driving, shopping around,
Right.
We'll see a bald guy. She says, honey, pull over. And I says, honey, we don't have time. She says, let me do 'em. And I say, all right. And the funniest thing is, she gets a giggle out of this. She will cook the guy, and he'll come running forward saying, why'd you do it? Why'd you do it? And my wife will look right at the guy and go, hey, honey, look, pork, the other white meat.
I like that, the other white meat.
Yeah, and to save money on, firecrackers, for instance,
right?
You could just get yourself a big jug of gas, light that up, back up in reverse, and watch that puppy explode.
You know what else? If you don't have a tank of gas, just light one of the vehicles up.
That's true.
They got a full tank of gas, don't they?
They-
Or at least a little bit, if they're driving.
There you go. I never thought of that. See?
I got a little extra time to sit around and think about these things.
And just because you brought it up, anytime you want to come out with us and, light the flamethrower off, we don't mind. We're not one of those couples that says, hey, we need our alone time. You're always welcome to come because,
really?
Three's a crowd.
You mean it?
Oh, I totally, from the bottom of my heart, if you want to come with me and my wife to cook homeless people or nomads, that's fine with me.
All right, it's a done deal. Ladies and gentlemen, this weekend, I'm going to be riding around with Frank and his wife. We're going to be cooking people.
That's right, and this is another little wife joke here. My wife thinks it's funny. She'll walk up, she'll drive up to a prostitute, and she'll say, hey, honey, how much? And as the prostitute's walking over, my wife will scream out, Brazilian wax, and light her up with the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, they go away hairless.
Hey, it's cheaper than a salon, isn't it?
It's a whole lot cheaper. And fun. That's the thing, it's fun. There's nothing wrong with flamethrowers. A lot of people say, I don't like them because it heats up my car, or, I don't like it's a brutal way for people to die and stuff. And I think,
no,
you're crazy. It's not brutal. It's very friendly.
Yeah. So listen, if you see me and Frank and his wife out this weekend, give us a honk, yeah?
Yeah, you honk, we'll cook you. Some people like to play backgammon or checkers. I don't like to do that. I'm not a board game type of guy. I do, however, like cooking people in the middle of the night when they're not looking. To each his own, and to own a flamethrower is a glorious thing.
Fellas, it's 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. If you'd like to call in, talk to us, give us a shout-out, 555-GEAR, or 555-4327. Right now, before we take some phone calls, we're gonna continue talking about some of the weapons.
Which brings me to one of my favorite weapons. See, I'm a big proponent of the scattergun. The scattergun to me is like, it's like a good steak. It's meaty, you can enjoy it, you don't have to rush yourself. I'll tell you this, with a scattergun, you don't have to shoot at someone 25 times and go, I hope I got him. You shoot a scattergun pretty much once, and I promise you're gonna get him if you're even remotely close.
A blind guy could shoot this thing.
That's true. A scattergun, you're launching out a whole lot of big steel balls at them, right? And I'm a big fan of that. Anytime you got 120 steel balls screaming at you, you're either in a chorus line or you just got shot at with a scattergun.
Right, if you're gonna use the sniper rifle, you gotta be in one spot,
Yeah.
you gotta be still, you gotta aim, you gotta look, you gotta do this, that, the other. Scattergun, all you gotta do is put pedal to the metal and squeeze the trigger.
That's true, and who has time to sit around and wait? Oh, here they come.
Make sure they're in the middle of the crosshairs.
I got all day to wait. You don't have to do that. You pull the trigger, person goes down, you're home eating steak.
With gravy.
Boom. Scattergun's cool. What I would like to do with my scattergun is if I could get one of those PA systems for my car.
Oh, yeah.
I would sneak up on people, and then I'd just, into the PA, I'd yell, scattergun, and boom, and I'd light them up. I'd give them about a half second, to run, and if they didn't, I'd take their feet off.
Hey, you're a lot nicer than most people. You give them a warning at least.
I enjoyed the chasing them down, even though it lasts about half a second with a scattergun, because the scattergun always gets the job done.
You could sneak up on them if you wanted to, but, what fun is that?
Well, the good thing, too, is if you have two cars driving side by side in front of you, you could actually hit both of them. You don't have to, I'm gonna kill this guy first, then I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna get this guy. So long as they're driving close to each other in a close proximity, you're gonna hit them with the scattergun. It's gonna work.
All right, you're listening to 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. We're gonna take a break, pay a few bills. We'll be back in about 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
All right, welcome back to 96.2 Gear Talk Radio. As we told you earlier, we were gonna answer some letters. And boy, I'll tell you this, we got a lot of letters this week. We must have got 6 or 7 of these, and that means that you guys are out there listening, and we appreciate you. So lick a stamp and put it in the mail, guys. This is a very special moment for us here, because right now, Vinny is gonna do a dramatical reading of an actual fan letter. Vinny, the stage is yours. Action.
Thank you, Frank. This letter comes from Gary Romano from Blister Canyon. I've been driving a tub since before the big one, so I've seen it all and then some. It used to be the only thing you needed to worry about was whether or not the cop was gonna believe you weren't doing the mounds of coke that were always in the back. Now you gotta worry about everything. But thanks to me, you'll never have to worry about those blood and brains again. Just mix 1 part battery acid with 6 parts fresh acid rain. Apply to stained area or air.
That up. I just need a sandwich here, buddy. Then some English guy's gonna come in with some whacked out sweater and a bad accent. Tell me that I gotta have these knives. They're the knives of the future. Well, you know, the knives of the future, you could just stick them right up your ass, because I don't need them. I'll use my old switchblade, cut me a hoagie, I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, totally. You know, I could have used this a couple of weeks ago. I can tell you that much. I'm cruising through Blister Canyon over there by you, Mr. Romano, and I run over a hooker. All right? Well, actually, I hit her because she gets stuck on my grill, right? I can't get her off. I'm swinging back and forth. You know, I'm blasting her with the flamethrower. She's sticking on. There's guts going all over the place, sticking on the back seat. Will it still work after a long period of time? That's my next question.
Yeah, that's an important question, because we all know how hard it is to get sticky hooker pussy off your car. You could scrub and scrub and scrub, but that stuff does not come off. It's like, you know, vagina napalm.
You know, the worst stains are the set-in stains.
Yeah, well, I try not to set in them. I make them sleep in it, though. Yeah, you know, the bad thing about the hookers is when you nail them, man, they just flop in the wind, you know, like some, you know, bad bumper sticker, you know, that come off halfway through traffic.
Sure.
I had claw marks on the top hood of my car for a while because this hooker wouldn't shut up when I hit her, and she's bitching, pissing, and moaning, and I'm saying, hey, don't put your blood on my car, and she gets all pissed off. She's trying to crawl into the cockpit, you know, for safety and whatnot.
Have a seat.
Whoa, now hang on a sec, Uncle Woody. I came here to work this out, all right? Not get shot.
It's a pity. I kinda liked you.
Okay, fine, fat man, if this is the way you want it. Doesn't matter to me if I have to kill you or not. You're just another fucking cockroach to me anyway.
All good things must come to an end.
River. There you go. Now scrub up.
You know, I think I'm gonna file suit against Mr. Romano for being late on the letter.
I could act as your attorney. Mr. Romano, could you please stand? He stands up. Your letter was 2 weeks late. Our car's screwed up. Your letter was 2 weeks late. Our car's screwed up. Your letter was 2 weeks late. Our car's screwed up. Punitive damages. He says, I didn't know, I just wrote a letter, and then we execute him.
Sustained.
Sustained. Motion to move to the bar.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you know, so I was cruising around Blister Canyon last night looking for some ladies.
Right. Good place to do it.
Well, it's funny, you know, I'm always interested in the type shit they yell, you know, and I just...
Good place to do it.
Well, it's funny, you know, I'm always interested in the type shit they yell, you know, and I just love... Look at that guy's rims!
I want to ride you like a donkey, baby.
seat.
Whoa, whoa, now hang on a sec, Uncle Woody. I came here to work this out, all right? Not get shot.
It's a pity. I kinda liked you.
Okay, fine, fat man, if this is the way you want it. Doesn't matter to me if I have to kill you or not. You're just another fucking cockroach to me anyway.
All good things must come to an end.
I always did hate clowns, especially clowns with guns. Go for the bumper cars!
Mason, you should have never come back.
Gotcha, suck my ass!
Easy, Gino. Tell him I said hello. It's sure about to be over. This is gonna be easy.
There's something on our tail. Here's another one. Kill it! All right, now nail him in the head and wipe that smile off his face! Will you change my diaper?
Have a seat.
Whoa, now hang on a sec, Uncle Woody. I came here to work this out, all right? Not get shot.
It's a pity. I kinda liked you.
Okay, fine, fat man, if this is the way you want it. Doesn't matter to me if I have to kill you or not. You're just another fucking cockroach to me anyway.
All good things must come to an end.
I always did hate clowns, especially clowns with guns. Go for the bumper car!
Mason, you should have never come back. When you see Chino, tell him I said hello. This show's about to be over. This is gonna
drive. Hey, watch out! There's something on our tail. Here's another one. Kill it! All right, now nail him in the head and wipe that smile off his face!
Have a seat.
I always did hate clowns, especially clowns with guns. Go for the bumper car!
You should have never come back. about to be over. This is gonna be easy.
Hey, watch out! There's something on our tail! Here's another one! Kill it! All right, now nail him in the head and wipe that smile off his face! always did hate clowns, especially clowns with guns. Go for the bumper car!
You should have never come back. Easy, Tino. Tell him I said hello. Be over.
I always did hate clowns, especially clowns with guns. Go for the bumper car!
Mason, you should have never come back.
Which one of you fuckers has got the food? Look at the guy's rims! Oh!
Want a fast one?
I always did hate clowns, especially clowns with guns.
Aye, let's do a mosh pit,
Go for the
right?
bumper cars!
Mason, you should have never come back. Easy, Gino. Tell him I said hello. This show's about to be over. This is gonna be easy.
Pull it over and I'll drive.
Nice car, honey.
Watch it, you prick.
Mason, hey, watch out! There's something on our tail!
We interrupt this broadcast for a late-breaking weather report. Lava Falls has been issued a tornado warning. We strongly recommend that you find someone to hump. The shit's about to hit the fan. This is Heath McGilroy with another late-breaking weather report.
All right, now nail him in the head and wipe that smile off his face!
nothing but rum. Representing for that.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm not gonna report it out. Huge thighs.
Look him right in the eyes and say, "You're busted," and I...
He lived in a very peaceful society until he was shot. No, let me tell you something. Your hippie grandfather and I lived a little longer. We've been packing a couple of nice buildings under his belt instead of a bunch of granola bars.
The dead man here. He was shot. Okay. So there's a man walking down the street.
We would spot them because, you know...
All across Paradise.
Have a seat.
Whoa, now hang on a sec, Uncle Woody. I came here to work this out, all right? Not get shot.
It's a pity. I kinda liked you.
Okay, fine, fat man. If this is the way you want it, doesn't matter to me if I have to kill you or not. You're just another fucking cockroach to me anyway.
All good things must come to an end.
I always did hate clowns, especially clowns with guns. Go for the bumper cars!
Mason, you should have never come back. Tell him I said hello.
We interrupt this broadcast for a late-breaking weather report. Lava Falls is under a thunderstorm warning. Please remember to be very careful when traveling. Hey, savages, tell your rain god to back the fuck off. This is Heath McGilroy with another late-breaking weather report.
It's soon about to be over.
All right, now pull it over and I'll drive. We got a really big treat for you guys today, man. Live in the studio today. The walkthroughs. Let me hear ya.
Let me introduce the band here. We have Vinny Wolfgang Bam Bam on guitar and Al Goss on the drums. So you guys are...
Mason, hey, watch out. There's something on our tail. Here's another one. Kill it! All right, now nail him in the head and wipe that smile off his face!
Interrupt your regularly scheduled programming for the following late-breaking news report. After years of daredevil tyranny, the Gauchos have opened up Highway 69 to Blister Canyon. Rumor has it that they are using this newfound turf to not only expand their prostitution ring, but to bolster their ever-popular video rental business. Those Gauchos gotta give it to them. Or at least, let them give it to each other. News on the hour, on the half, and when we're forced to tell you, I'm Heath McGillivray.